I know I'm podcasting now since 2018 and I've done something like 1700 episodes. But I know it took me a while to kind of have my playful self. I was too kind of, I'd say rigid, but I wasn't putting the humor in or just throwing in the things like if we were at a bar, I'd always be joking and laughing. And I found that, like, and still, they don't get to see the real kind of fully 100%. But there's a and how about yourself when you were like, did it take you a while or did you do it at the start or did you know kind of transition as you were going along?
Oh yeah, yes. It took me some time. Also because I also have a podcast, and I remember when I started it, and that was 4 years ago, 2021. What was it? For almost 5 years ago. I remember my first episode. I wasn't robotic, but I was so nervous that I was too hyper. So I get to be high energy and I get to be passionate, but sometimes I can be, like giggling and laughing and not not natural and not knowing how to navigate it. And I was like, it was really weird. I remember it was just kind of awkward to watch that. Yeah, I transitioned definitely, and especially in the last couple of years, I realized that the more natural we are and the more ourselves we are on podcasts, during speeches, during trainings, even now when I train people, I work for emergency management in New York. And when I do different trainings for them, sometimes I catch myself doing that presenter voice. It's like, oh, okay, right now I don't sound like myself. I sound like just a teacher and presenter. Like, okay, now, it's like it changes and the tone becomes different. So then I come down and and I start talking to them like I talked to them during the break or before when they just came. And then it becomes so it's like even now I still have to catch myself and go back to being myself, being normal, being just a conversational Natasha, and giggly and humor, yes, and funny sometimes and playful. That's normal. I think it's so important. But and I don't know what that is, where it comes from, why we create this persona, why we want to be a certain way. A lot of times, and it's actually even connected with my book as well, is a lot of times we have this idea, people have an idea of what a speaker should be, how a speaker should present. They know, okay, there's Tony Robbins, there's Martin Luther King, there's that person and that person who I've seen on TV, and they're great speakers. So I want to be like them. I think that's how you speak. But those people are different personalities. And each one of us, we have our own personality quirks, our voice, our ways of laughing and smiling and joking and being awkward and making mistakes. It's us, and we have a different energy. And that's what I talk in the book, because when I realized that people are different, and when they try to copy someone else and they try to be like someone else and speak, like, for example, a quiet personality will start to speak like Tony Robbins, then he will sound fake. And that was exactly what happened with one of my clients. I'm like, no, that's not you. Just embrace that and that quieter energy, because it's powerful. As soon as people actually embrace it, oh my goodness. And then when they speak like this, with their normal voice and with their energy, that everyone is listening, everyone is trying to hear, because they know that there's weight in there's meaning in what they're saying. So it's very important to be ourselves. And you asked if I transitioned, still transitioning, I would say.
Mm.
Every time. Even right now, I'm talking to you and I am being aware. It's like, okay, Natasha, are you being yourself right now? Are you talking to Roy like you talk to anybody, any of your friends? Or are you right now presenting and changing your voice?